wiggle here. Getting ready to close down the house. Got a front door secured. A few screws. That's pretty sturdy there. Wedged 1x4 behind a 2x4. All the windows are locked up. Got all my stuff. Leaving my bench, my little stool, and left a little bit of food and plasticware and a few utensils, and a few like can opener, some coffee, avocado oil, salt, pepper, some spices, a little bit of food. So if they break in, they'll have something. But I just got her all locked down. Feels kind of weird leaving. I mean, I want to leave, but it just feels weird. I don't understand it. So, let's take you downstairs one last look through. Let me take me down there. Don't want to go, don't go. Giving my broom and my dustpan. And just bits of wire and stuff. I'll snatch that up if they do get in. And I'll snatch up my little bit of new wiring that I did. It's probably about half of what I have to do there. Just gotta figure it out. I got these receps put in. I didn't get to the lights. I wired and put a junction box for the heater. So I've got some work to do, but we're on the winning end of the electric, I think. Just gotta tie this stuff in the middle end. Figure out what all that stuff that I salvaged is. All that stuff coming in. It'll take a little time. And I'm ready to pull my big wire. I just didn't put it in. I didn't want it to get ripped off. So I'm out of screws. One thing I almost left is this camera. Left it in the drawer, kind of funny. So I checked all the cabinets. I think. Nothing important in there. Yeah, it kind of feels like I'm leaving home. It's kind of weird. I've put so much into this place for the past 2 weeks and 4 days or whatever. Just so, bye, old friend. Sentimental sap. Alright, let me lock the door. So I'm gonna put this on the back here. I gotta go get more screws so I can secure the garage. And I'll tell you, that radio has lasted the whole time I'm here on the only set of batteries I put in it. That thing. Marathon radio. I'll walk around the house. Here's what the secured house looks like. Let's see if it stays that way. Over here is not so bad. The front is not so bad. The back, nobody can see it. So this. You'd have to have a ladder to get through that window that only has a little bit of wood on it. I did all this from scrap. So I kind of ran out of wood and I ran out of screws. I think this part's not the part. This is where they break in back here. So when I get back, I'll put a few more, and I'll change up the, I'll put all Phillips in, I'll put a few torque spits in to really discourage them so they can't take anything out by hand. So I'll put this back door on, I'll lock the deadbolt, and then screw this in. And this will be the way I get back in when I get back whenever. I secured this window. I'm going to put that piece of plywood there on the outside of this door. So I have to run and get more stuff. And I'm also, being the cheapskate that I am, there's so much weight, I'm going back empty practically. I'm going to take this little file cabinet with me. Leave it up at our little mountain cottage, our little warehouse. It's in good shape and it will fit in my little cargo carrier, so you'll see some redneck driving from Oklahoma to Virginia with a file cabinet hanging on the back of his car. That's me. So, and yeah, I ripped some of the boards off the walls, but the way I planned it, I cut them right in place so I can just put them right back in when I'm done with them. Shouldn't make too big of a difference. What a mess this garage is. Anyway, and I'll pick up my Marathon radio when I get back. Take it with me when I take this. So now, lock her up. Get some more screws. Come back, load up, head over to my buddy's house. I'm gonna head out Tulsa early. Head out pretty early. Make sure I have the keys for a locket. I have duplicate keys in my pocket for all 3 of my keys. So when I get back, I won't be messing with going in the house because I'm done in there. I'm going to go ahead and put the screws I have in the door there, and when I get back, we'll load up that file cabinet and screw the garage door down. So I'll update you in a little bit. I tell you, it's weirdly sentimental even, and I hate it here. I don't know. Alright, wiggling here. I'm out here in the dark, loading up. I could not find my Hitchpin. I don't know where I did with it. It's been 2.5 weeks ago. So I put a socket, cheap Harbor Freight socket wrench, and put it through the hole and clamped it with a cheap pair of vice grips. I'm going to buy a real clamp or a real pin. That's just temporary. I couldn't find anything else. Then I had these gas cans. Wasn't sure if they would fit on the hitch. So I tried to lay them sideways, and of course they leaked in the drawer there after I'd emptied the drawer. So then I had to put all the stuff back in that I thought I was going to leave behind, and then the gas cans fit. So I got them on there, and then this E-track thing, I don't know what an E-track thing is. So I rigged it, put it through this piece of metal, and pulled it tight against the bottom there. And on this end I just tied it. So I don't know what an E-track is. I just bought the thing thinking it was a regular, I was going to use it for a come along. Anyway, night of the rigging here. So I am going to get started on putting my 1-pounder screws. I went ahead about 2 inches because $10 a pound, $9.97 a pound. Unbelievable. I was ready to protest, but I'm going to go ahead and use my 2 bars, and I'm going to put this piece of plywood in it. You probably can't see it. On the outside of the barn, or outside of the garage here. Use my torque bits for this. Put more torque bits in the back door. Put more torque bits, torque screws in the windows. And then I'll be done. So here's all my. I brought all the garbage in too. I didn't want it to get scattered while I'm gone. So there's my for sale sign. My exit phone number on it. Alright. Closing this up. So I'll show you after I get the plywood on and the screws in, and I'll finally be done. So I'll catch up with you later. Spent $10 and all I got was a lousy drill bit or drive bit. Well, there it is. It's the bottom of a bed foundation. It's not very thick. You can see where I kind of just went right over the latch. But they're going to have to make a lot more racket. This window has 3 layers. Board inside, then I put the broken window back in, and it's got that on the outside. Then I went down along there, on the bottom of those windows, put more. You see what I did with this one. Put a lot in this one. A lot in the door. And then around the side. If they really get in, I put a whole ton of those. Both of those have been broken before, so I put a lot of screws in that. And you can kind of see from the, I'll turn this light off. Around front, they have the parking lights, and there's security that walks, patrol that walks it, but he doesn't come over here. So if they just stay back here behind this little part of the house, nobody will mess with them. Nobody will see them. Kind of a little quiet spot back here. So no lights on these buildings over here. You can see it's just kind of a little, there's an alley right there. So there's just places in the railroad tracks are behind these buildings. Down there in that corner, behind that building with the lights on, there's a way to get up from the tracks. So they can wander up here. And if they have time, they just start busting away. That they usually just break the glass and go into the windows. So back here is the part I really secured extra well. There's nothing in the garage worth having, but I still secured it to make them work and getting in there before I get back. And as you can see over here, this house is currently unoccupied. They're remodeling it. That over there is pretty well lit. So you wouldn't want to get over here and make too much noise. You might be afraid of somebody spotting you. So the front porches, it's not really something you have to worry about. But I barred the front door anyway, and I put a board on that window. I think that front window's been broken before. But up here it's like, you really wouldn't want to cause a lot of commotion up here. There's too many ways to be seen. So that's it. I'm on my way to my buddies. Pack my lunch for the road. Anyway, I gotta get some no trespassing signs and come put them up. We've got to get that, so I'll get some thumbtacks and some get out of the, or no trespassing signs. I'll put them on all 3 doors. So then it'll be posted at least. So I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all wish me a safe trip. I'll probably show you a video when I'm getting ready to hit the road. I'm gonna pick up the signs tonight, and then on the way I'll just kind of out of the way coming back this way, but I'm gonna come back here and tack up those signs and then hit the road. So I'll give you some video when I tack up the things and hit the road. So y'all take it easy. Oh yeah, I put a whole pound of screws in. I still have 2 bars. So I made it with the batteries I had. Hey y'all, I went ahead and went to Walmart. I'm going to take care of it tonight so I don't have to head back over this way. 3 pack of signs and some upholstery tacks. This was like less than $2. These were like $1.50. And I can't find my little hammer. I'm using my big hammer. So I'm going to go install these suckers and I'll be back with you. No small feat putting this, there's that one. And there's that one. Gonna go do the front porch. Upholstery tacks and this big hammer, not the greatest idea. I'm in the car on the road. Now I haven't slept yet. I went ahead and took care of this tonight. So there it is, if you can see it up on the window there. It says no trespassing. Let's see if I can zoom in on it, maybe. Alright, so I'm off to my buddy's house. Make me some sandwiches for the road and get a little shut-eye, and then I'm going to hit the road, and I will be back with you. Bye, house. I'll be back with you in the morning. I'll take it easy.